Hi everyone, it's astrology time, and today I'm going to talk about Jupiter in a very hard aspect to the planet Neptune. Now, when I say hard aspect, I mean the square, opposition, or a conjunction. Now, Princess Diana has been popping up on my feed a lot, and I absolutely love Princess Diana. I'm, born and raised in East London. I grew up with Princess Diana. And people in my age group, we witnessed what she went through in life and how she was really played by everyone around her, and especially that Panorama interview where she was really tricked into doing that interview by Bashir Khan. And I sat there thinking, how did this happen to her? And I took a look at her chart, and it's right there. It's really right there with Jupiter in a hard aspect to Neptune. Now, I know the royal family and aristocrats and billionaires all use astrology. They all use astrology. So if she was feeling paranoia, feeling like she's, people are out to get her, maybe her astrologer was telling her because it's in her chart. She was right to be paranoid. She was right to be on guard. She was really right to be fearful. There's some other things happening in her chart as well, where it just shocked me when I looked at her chart because, again, astrology is so literal, and we can see, knowing how her life ended up and the tragic way in which she passed, the very violent way in which she passed, it's all there in her chart. But today I want to talk about specifically the hard aspect of Jupiter and Neptune and when these energies are interacting together. Now, I've witnessed these energies also in the people around me growing up, and with some other people too. And I want to say that how these energies play out, it's very different depending on the aspect itself. When Jupiter is in an easy flowing aspect, so a trine or a sextile with Neptune, it usually is spirituality or being really like intuitive. But when it's a hard aspect, that spirituality and intuition is still there. However, it's mixed with a lot of confusion. And with the conjunction, I have seen it play out where that delusion and gaslighting is coming from within. It's coming from within you, within a person. They're gassing themselves up so much, but you have to remember Neptune is the biggest blind spot in a birth chart, and Jupiter magnifies, it's like expansion. So whatever it touches, it's expanding it. So when Jupiter and Neptune, when their energies are conjunct and they're blending together, this is happening usually from within a person where they are so self-delusional. And I've seen this play out so many times. This is not coming from delusion or manipulation from external sources. This is coming from within, because they just can't see these people just cannot see themselves ever, or like really self-reflect, unless there's other things happening in their chart that supports their ability to slow down and to self-reflect. And in the examples that I've seen, they haven't. But with Princess Diana especially, hers is a square. So squares are obstacles and challenges usually involving other people. We know that she was really lied to and tricked. And how this is playing out in her chart, her 4th house of home is involved, and also the 12th house of hidden enemies. The square is playing out between those two houses. So when I saw this in her chart, I was shocked, and I was really sad, because I love Princess Diana, and like many of you who grew up with Princess Diana, and it's like she didn't stand a chance. Like when you have these energies in your chart, unless there's other support going on, you really just don't stand a chance against the manipulation that's happening, the lying that's happening, the deception that's happening. She tried to protect herself, and Bashir Khan got her with that panorama interview. And that just really frustrates me. It frustrates me because I know she had astrologers, and I know she was like going to psychics, and she wasn't able to protect herself in spite of all of this. So this is a very, very powerful aspect to have in a birth chart. When I see this like I said, when I see the easy flowing aspect of it, like the trine or a sextile, I don't get so concerned when I see that, because it just means like heightened intuition, heightened spirituality, heightened intuitive gifts, very idealized way of looking at things, but not where you're experiencing harm. With the opposition and square, you're going to experience harm because you just don't really see it coming because other people are involved. And I just felt so sad when I looked at her chart because it's all there. So I wanted to talk about this aspect for a while because I previously mentioned that I grew up with narcissistic siblings, and the conjunction is in one of my siblings' chart. And the sibling is not really able to self-reflect or anything. It's a lot of delusion, but that delusion is internal. It's coming from within. So, I mean, you can find a lot of answers in astrology, and I always urge people to look at their charts, even if you're involved with somebody, family members, and if you feel like you're being gaslit or tricked, please look at your chart and look at their chart, because you'll find the answers there.